Good evening. At about 15 minutes till I was ready to leave work and ready to print out my graduation speech, I discovered I don't have a graduation speech. It disappeared. That being said, I'm going to have to wing it. What I'd like to say about this particular group of graduates, we will miss them tremendously. They are one of our quality group of graduates. With that being said, not trying to be against the other group of graduates. This group we hold dear in our hearts for their camaraderie, their teamwork, and their connection they made to one another and with us, and the impression they left on their training facilities. We know they will all get jobs very soon. What I'd like to do is have you all stand. Radiography class of 2011. Please stand for a round of applause. And I also want to make mention of a new addition to one of the classmates, PJ Addy, who is a brand new father. So without a speech, this will be the shortest time I'll be at the podium, and probably the shortest time I've ever spoken to my graduates because they're used to hearing me talk for many long hours. I'm going to go ahead and introduce our class valedictorian, Devin Reilly. Again, congratulations to everybody. We are very proud of you and we will miss you tremendously. Please come back and visit us. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Unfortunately, I did not lose my speech. I was thinking about it. Distinguished faculty, administrators, family, friends, and most of all, fellow graduates, it is an honor to speak to you as a representative of the radiography class. 80% of success is showing up, Woody Allen once famously quipped. And as the graduates here can attest, Woody did not have a clue of what he was talking about. It is hard work and dedication that has earned each graduate the privilege to be here today. April 20th, 2009, Dr. Schmidt addressed this radiography class on the first day of our program. Among other things, she discussed the coursework structure and stressed the perils of how difficult it would be to catch up if we allowed ourselves to fall behind. We looked around at our fellow classmates and she told us that typically only 2 out of 3 students who start this program complete it. We confidently stated that we would be the first class to make it through whole, not losing anyone. But she was right, a full third of the students who began that day are not graduating here today. She told us to have faith in her program, to have faith in the process. It is a theme that we would continue to hear throughout our 2 years of training. And indeed, as we all struggled, overwhelmed by the challenging final months of our program, trust of the process was a near constant theme from our instructors. But here we are. We made it. We got through biology, physics, exposure, patient care, radiation biology, fluoroscopy, and much more. The positioning that seemed so difficult 2 years ago is now secondhand. We can shoot a scapular wide view with ease. Cross-table hip, Fuchs, Waters, Caldwell, SMB, no problems. The process is complete, and its success is manifested that each one of us passed the national license exam on our very first attempt. We passed in our first attempt just like the prior 10 classes before us. Now the new process begins. While it's true that we are entering our new careers in a less than ideal job market and a less than ideal economy, we enter it with the knowledge that we have been well prepared and will succeed when we are given the opportunity to practice all that we have learned. We enter it with the knowledge that, as healthcare professionals, we will play a direct role and have a direct impact on the lives of the patients with which we work. This is an immense privilege and one not to be taken lightly. Indeed, according to an article written by Dr. Barbara Starfield and published in the year 2000 in the Journal of the American Medical Association, the third leading cause of death in the United States, according to this article, behind heart disease and cancer, is botched healthcare. This article estimates that this kills 225,000 Americans per year. 12,000 of these deaths annually are due to complications with unnecessary surgery. 7,000 deaths per year are due to medication errors in hospitals, and 20,000 are due to other hospital errors. 80,000 deaths per year are attributed to infections acquired in the hospital. And finally, the article claims a whopping 106,000 deaths per year due to the negative effects of drugs. These numbers are huge, and many of these numbers are in areas that we can directly influence and help prevent. How? By doing our job well. By verifying safe BUN and creatine levels prior to an intravenous contrast injection. By carefully checking and double-checking power injector settings prior to each push. By speaking up if we inadvertently disrupt the sterile field in the OR, even knowing that when we speak up, the surgeon's going to yell. By keeping our exam rooms clean. By wiping down equipment after every patient. By zealously following contact, droplet, and airborne precautions when directed. And perhaps most importantly, by practicing proper hand hygiene, washing our hands every time we enter or leave the exam room. By doing this and by leading by example, we will help reduce anaphylactic reactions, reduce other potentially fatal accidents, and reduce rates of infection. We leave here today as medical professionals, proud in our achievements, earned through countless hours of study and practice. However, this is not a journey we took alone, and so we give thanks. We give thanks to our families who have supported us, who picked up the slack when we needed it, and who have been a constant by our side. Thank you. We give thanks to our friends, or at least those that stuck around. You didn't take it personally when we couldn't get together as often as we used to. You understood that what we were doing was important, and you were willing to stick with us. Thank you. We thank our instructors, Mr. Richard and Hula. Thank you for your patience, your humor, your knowledge. Your ability to take complex, abstract concepts and frame them into plain terms with entertaining anecdotes made challenging concepts easy. Mr. Jed Miles, thank you. Thank you for keeping us on track as we wrestled with your House of Pain fluoroscopy class. Thank you for the countless hours you spent ensuring our clinical sites were a good fit and that we received the opportunities and experience we need. Thank you for all the positioning practice and for sharing so many tips and tricks to easily overcome challenging obstacles and getting a needed view. Dr. Lisa Schmidt, thank you. Thank you for designing and running what is, without any doubt, the best radiography program around. Thank you for accepting us, for training us, for providing a top-class education in a field with so much potential. Thank you to the administrators and staff at Pima Medical Institute. Thank you for your continued support as we launch our new careers. And an even bigger thank you for supporting and empowering our faculty. Your investments in them and in their programs pay a huge dividend in the lives of their students. Fellow graduates, now is our time. Time to take what we have learned and use it in the service of others. It has been an honor to speak with you today and an honor to undertake this journey with you. It is an even greater honor that from this moment on we are no longer classmates, but colleagues. May God's blessings be with you. Thank you.